Alright, so Fuse product description. Go ahead, tear this thing apart. And I do mean tear it apart. All these words in here, I'm going to take them all and reorganize them. It's going to take about 100 steps to do. Fuse, the fuse-based progression system. Progression system. You're going to want to watch this in full screen. Progression system. Obviously, all these games have progression systems, but this one, Fuse, has the fuse-based progression system. And it goes on to say, upgrade weapons and unlock abilities. That's nothing new. Whoever controls the power of Fuse will have unlimited power at their disposal. Yeah, how long is that going to take? Key Fuse. Key game features: lethal teamwork, coordinating combined abilities for extraordinary results in this frenetic 4-player tactical co-op. Upgrade weapons and unlock abilities faster through the fuse-based progression system. That already doesn't make any sense because it's already a progression system. So how's it going to be faster? Faster than what? Faster than Fuse 1? There was no Fuse 1. This is Fuse 1. That doesn't make any sense. Upgrade weapons and unlock abilities faster through the fuse-based progression system. So apparently you're going to be able to do it faster than other games, I guess, that have progression systems, i.e. every game. So it's pretty high standard they're going to set there. Faster through experimental weapons, obviously. Over Strike 9, agents wield upgradable fuse-powered weapons. Combine them to trigger fusion for greatly increased damage. So you combine weapons to trigger fusion for greatly... So you got to combine weapons and you get more damage. So that sounds stupid. Class-based operatives. That's good. You got some that do some that do others. But who knows how that holds up. Here in Fuse, switch between agents during combat and take full advantage of their distinct weapons and abilities. They have distinct weapons. So each character has their own weapons, and you got to rank up each and every character. Fantastic. Discover all the possibilities for unique gameplay along a deep upgrade path. Yeah, deep upgrade, unique abilities, unique... The unstoppable for progression systems. So just to reorganize things, Fuse key game features. The Fuse-based progression system, upgrade weapons, and unlock abilities. Whoever controls Fuse power will have unlimited power. Upgrade weapons, unlock abilities, faster through the progression system. Experimental weapons. Strike 9 Fuse. Greatly increased damage. That means they don't know how to make an interesting game, so you're going to be shooting the shit out of people till you upgrade, and it's already boring you. Full advantage, distinct weapons and abilities, discover all the possibilities. The unstoppable tendency, because this is the unstoppable Fuse tendency to do what every other game has done and be totally stupid. Moving on. Upgrade weapons, unlock. Upgrade weapons, unlock abilities. Upgradable weapons, upgrade path. How many times is that there? 2, 4, 7 times. Upgrade 4 times. Give them credit, at least they're saying it here. You know, they're not trying to hide it. Let you know what you're getting yourself into. But it's not good to get into that progression system. Unlock abilities, unlock abilities. Here it is organized once again in another way. There are 9 different issues. Get rid of all this upgrade stuff. What are we left with? The good stuff. Fuse-based progression system. What could a fuse-based progression system? That sounds like a game I want to play. Fuse-based experimental weapons. Sounds interesting. Sounds like a game I want to play. Fuse powered weapons. Sounds like a games I want to play. Discover all the possibilities for unique gameplay. Sounds interesting. Take full advantage of their distinct weapons and abilities. Yes! Give me this Fuse game. Fuse-based progression system. Fuse-based progression system. Experimental weapons. Fuse-powered weapons. Discover all the possibilities for unique gameplay. Take advantage of their distinct weapons and abilities. Get rid of all this upgrade weapon bullshit. Get rid of all this unlock abilities. Get rid of all this shit over here. Moving on. Here it is. Fuse-based, experimental, etc., etc. The unstoppable tendency to do all this progression system stuff. Wheeled upgradable along a deep upgrade path. Stupid. Discover unique gameplay. Yes, please. Discover unique gameplay. All the possibilities for. Take advantage of experimental weapons. Take full advantage of distinct weapons and abilities. Sounds even better. Fuse powered weapons. Discover unique. So how does this sound to you? Fuse experimental weapons. Fuse powered weapons. Discover unique gameplay. Take full advantage of their distinct weapons and abilities. Distinct weapons and abilities. That sounds good. What doesn't sound good? Progression system. Progression system. Upgrade weapons. Unlock abilities. Upgrade weapons. Unlock abilities faster through the progression system. Fuse wheeled upgradable weapons along a deep upgrade path. None of that shit sounds interesting. The unstoppable tendency of games to do this. All the possibilities for. Now, when you're talking about all the possibilities for, this is the developers, all the possibilities for developers to make games this way with the progressions and the unlocks. Because it's easy to do that. You just go level 1, you get this crap gun. Level 2, you get a better crap gun. 3, blah, blah, blah. And there's absolutely nothing to it. You just walk, shoot something, levels over. Walk, shoot something. There's absolutely nothing good going on. So that's all the possibilities for that the developers are taking advantage of, because there's so many games. But if we all agree that the fuse is burning, then we need to try to solve this problem with the key game features not being all this stuff down at the bottom, progression stuff, and more like what's up here at the top. Experimental weapons. Okay, sign me up. Fuse powered weapons. Sounds good. Discover unique gameplay. Yes, please. Take full advantage of distinct weapons and abilities. I'm in. Okay, so basically I just get to the point where I get it down to tendencies to $10 $10 DLC, etc., etc. Shooters, it's kind of a genre that I've enjoyed over the years, going back to the PlayStation 1, going all the way back to Contra on the NES 25 years ago. And it just seems that the games, they're not evolving. They're turning into a different sort of creature in that they're not being designed to be fun. They're designed to be DLC and just annoying and primitive, if you will. They're just, in their defense though, with Insomniac and Fuse here, that's what they want to do. They've got their thing going. Had the games before, so they got their career path. But it's just there's so many that are following suit with unlock and progression systems, and it's just bad. So if you've seen Street Fighter 4, it's a lot like Street Fighter, the original, 25 years ago. It's basically the exact same thing. And that's how it was 25 years ago. And the juggling in Virtua Fighter 5 and Tekken 6, and things are not going to change. You got your Street Fighters it's just it's not going to change. So back in PlayStation 2, SOCOM 1 and stuff, things are starting to look good. Everything's third-person shooter now, or a first-person shooter, not third-person at all. First-person shooters could do third. Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront 2 did it. First and third. Developers don't want to do it though. It takes more time. You got to make it so people can walk into buildings and houses and stuff. So they don't want to do that. So they're making these goofy shooters that are like made for teen ratings and kids and stuff. But basically the fuse is lit. Games are not good. And if people don't start, voicing their opinions about it, nothing's going to change. They sold Street Fighter 4 4 different times. And it's the exact same as almost as Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix. So I don't know what more I could say. A long unstoppable fuse tendency. A long unstoppable tendency for all games to do progression systems. A long unstoppable fuse tendency. A deep upgrade path. Ouch. Deep. It's a deep upgrade path. Distinct weapons and abilities. What are we talking about? If it's a deep upgrade, it means whatever you start with isn't going to be the same as what you end up with. Fun along the way? I highly doubt it. If it's deep, no. Based on the gameplay I've seen, absolutely not.
Tango down!
Progression system. 10 Project $10 tendencies. There's all these games are doing it. It's a tendency. It's a fact. Tendencies. Talking about 10 and Project $10 with EA. All them tendencies. $10. DLC. More upgradable stuff. Like I was saying earlier, there's a reason for it. Unstoppable fuse. It's already burning. Progression system. Upgrade weapons. Unlock abilities. It's a progression system. They can hit you with $10 DLC. If there's upgrade weapons, $10 DLC. Unlock abilities, $10. And even one of the pre-orders is just a one-handed weapon for the assault class. One-handed assault weapons. So the progression system's a tendency, upgrade weapons tendency, unlock abilities is a tendency. Key game features, tendencies, starting to make sense. 10 key unstoppable game features. So there's 3. Name 10 that aren't that? No. 10 unstoppable systems, weapons, and abilities. System. Your console, the system. Weapons, the makers are screwing you with the games. The weapons, the abilities, that's the ability they have once you have the system to screw you with bad games, just wasting your time. Features, system, weapons, and abilities, console, etc. Unstoppable features, $10. Takes a lot of $10 to make 60. All these arrows kind of look like little cottages. So many people. $10 DLCs. That's what they see. It's that system upgrade progression. I like the tendency, not weapons and abilities. We need to unlock the tendencies of these developers to do this, not unlock the weapons and abilities. Unstoppable system, unstoppable the upgrade and progression. We're all buying consoles. We're all upgrading to new consoles. This is progression. It's going to happen. It's already been happening. It's going to continue. progression.